This is Come and See with Father Philip Hall, turning to and following Christ in the 21st century. Father Philip is parish priest at All Saints of Lincolnshire Orthodox Church in Lincoln, England.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, God is one. Amen. Begin by reading Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. In this Gospel, we hear about something the Lord says we won't hear about very frequently, and that's this. The camel finally gets to go through the eye of the needle. Or, to put it another way, a rich man enters into the kingdom of heaven. The story is about Zaccheus. Zaccheus lived in Jericho. Jericho is about the worst sort of place you can imagine. Not so far away from Jerusalem. It's the sort of place that people who are up to mischief would go to in order to have a good time over the weekend. I say good time, but really it's a very bad, evil time. And Jericho was one of those places, and Zaccheus was one of the worst people living in that city. You see, he was a tax collector, the lowest of the low, and he was rich and he cheated people, and that's how he became well off. But by the end of the story, something extraordinary has happened. Zaccheus runs ahead in order to see this wandering rabbi coming through his town. And the rabbi sees him, the Lord sees him, and that wandering rabbi, the Lord, wanders straight into Zaccheus's heart, into the darkest place, the most wicked place, in the most wicked person, in the most wicked town in all Judea, and says to him, "Today I must come and eat in your home." And Zaccheus brings him into his house willingly and with love. And you see the way that the Lord, having entered into his heart, everything about Zaccheus changes. He immediately sells half that he has and distributes it. And then everything that he's cheated from other people, he multiplies by 4 and gives that away as well. So from being the worst of the worst in the worst of the towns, he becomes the best of the best, and possibly one of the poorest. And from there he went off to become a bishop. So if that's what can happen to Zaccheus, imagine what can happen to each one of us when we allow the Lord to wander into our hearts, when we let him set up lunch and feed with us in our own beings and bring us to conversion so that we turn to him, and so he can say to us, "This day salvation has come to your household." If you go to the Middle East, there's still people called Zaccheus to this day who are Christian. Some are priests, some are priests' wives, some are bishops. One was a patriarch. It's about 80 generations between Zaccheus and his children who are alive today. And when the Lord said, "Today salvation has come to this household," he meant it, and it's cascaded right the way down, even to this generation. Imagine what you too can do for your family by turning to God in such a manner. Your prayers, God bless you. Amen.
Join us again next time for Come and See with Father Philip Hall, a listener-supported presentation of Ancient Faith Radio.